because of seed, because of just tier list placement, and because of the matchup itself, to go very heavily in Xavier's favor. The question is, though, how much matchup experience does he have? Because if you don't know the Dedede matchup, this big penguin can blow you up with those frame traps and just stuff out a character like Mario.
That is absolutely true. First of all, I will say the tag cheese is starting to become a lot more apparent as to why that would be, considering it's Dedede. But there's something to be said about not knowing the matchup, right? However, counterpoint, it's New Jersey. This is like Adamus Clan. You have Bryce out here. You go to Philadelphia, and all of a sudden there's 5 separate DDDs, and one of them's the TO. This is like this. You have to know the DDD matchup if you want to survive a bracket. And Xavier is getting a hard education here. Jeez, what a start to this one.
Yeah. Big start from the big penguin here, but this is where Mario can survive. This is super heavy, and just like that, the downside of them gonna become all the more apparent. Mario's combo game plus a big belly, not where you want to be. That combo there was no escape, because Dedede might be the most combo character in Ultimate. Not only is he big, not only is he heavy, he's also a fast faller, Stu.
Absolutely. I mean, Xavier looking at this bird saying, hey, that's a really nice hammer. Here's 57 up it. And Xavier, I mean, not providing a whole lot of possible answers for Cheese to exploit, though you do see the machinations at work, the Gordo nerf of a couple of years ago coming into play as well. That thing used to be a lot stronger than it is now, Ritual.
But you know, and we might say he needs it, but honestly, does he really? But we saw the Gordo still do work even after getting hit back, Axe do, but Xavier started to warm up to the placement, and Cheese there respecting the back air and getting an empty hop grabbed for his efforts. Xavier's just mixing up the pace of the play in a way we haven't seen tonight. Cheese hasn't been able to lock down the timings after this first stock, and he needs to, if you want to put a stop to this man's wedding day.
I mean, you know, that top hat, you got the whole Clockwork Orange fit, and definitely got some ultra violence in the face of Cheese. As yeah, the Penguin ain't got a whole lot of answers for this Mario.
I love that we hit neutral air to mix up into the grab there, but not able to find too much more. Xavier gonna drop the combo, getting caught off ledge by Gordo. Oh, that was the best case scenario, because if he missed the Gordo, he was gonna catch a dash attack, and that would have ended the stock. That being said, she's not able to find the positioning to figure out, convert off that air miss on ledge. Still gonna find the stock a moment later, but taking a little bit extra percent, and somehow, after all of the scrambles back forth, all the explosiveness, it's still a last stock game.
Yeah, no, Cheese is certainly a gamer for this one. 128%, however. The thing is, even a character like Dedede can run out of room. You're not exactly out of combo percent just yet, at least not all the way. You gotta be reaching into, what, you gotta be at the high. You don't do that. Is that a place you really want to be in the first place? Back air is going to connect.
He tried to end it right there. There you saw the pause. He was looking to try and find an up air after that up tilt, but instead opting to reset to call out the jump or an air dodge maybe. Close out the game. F tilt though gonna put you off stage. Mario not in a great position, but does have the ability to stall, mix up the timings. Dedede's ledge trapping though is his strong suit. How can Xavier fight his way out of the corner? Getting back to center stage is his win con. He did so, but it's still a big penguin you gotta deal with. I keep saying it, but it's because he's heavy. However, that noggin gonna send you to the blast zone. It does not matter how heavy you are. Dude, what is Mario's head made out of? He has got a steel skull if I've ever seen one.
I mean, been on plenty of adventures, bound to have a metal plate or two put in there at some juncture, right? I mean, can't possibly have just come away injury-free from all.
I mean, listen, you played the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise, guys. Multiplayer, the amount of times they jump on each other's head.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, and also some of the crashes from the carts.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
helmets. Yeah, you gotta think. Like, first of all, where are helmets against the drive?
Are we? I mean,
Secondly,
are we sure his cap isn't just made out of steel?
oh yeah, do we have to do like the wrestling referee, like, you know, check of all the gimmicks? Is that what's happening here? You got to do like the pat down, the UFC pat down. That's a little nutty. Either way, Xavier does have some pretty impressive wins on their resume over over some heavy mains as well. Among them being Noodle, the DK extraordinaire from South Jersey, on their PR. But I mean, how that translates to success against the Dedede, you know the basic principles, right? I mean, they're going to hit really hard, but you can hit equally hard back, and just about as frequently as well. Cheese, you got to figure out what tools Dedede has in order to mitigate the damage output that Mario can bring to you at any given time off of just one creation.
I mean, you have to mitigate something. I was gonna say, looking for that neutral there was interesting because he had the DI in to find the up special, but must not have felt like it wasn't gonna kill there, and didn't want to close it out. Looking for the suck and send, gonna put you into the blast zone, but Mario has that wall jump, has the resources to make it back from there, but doesn't have the ability to get away from that neutral layer. The hitbox is deceptively active, and all of a sudden, she's able to find a really wonky reversal for that first off.
Jeez, I mean, it's, oh, actually deploy the hitbox. Yeah, I love that option, actually. You know, just say, you know what, I'm gonna go for the head-ass option, and there's not a whole lot that you can do about that, unless you want to try and, I don't know, challenge it. That might be funny. See what happens there.
You don't, I always say, when you play a heavy, there's one thing you can't do if you want to win a set, and that's respect your opponent. When you start to say, oh, this is Mario, here's how I have to play, right? Like, I have to respect him, I have to respect his options. You're playing a heavy, man. You just gotta go for it. You gotta commit to the bit, and that is what Cheese has been doing so far tonight, managing to keep it close with some very creative options. I love that down tilt to control space, forcing the rollout and able to reset stage control, this time in his favor. However, Flood coming out could be huge, and that Gordo getting batted back where it came from. The inhale at the last minute, very tricky mix-up there from Cheese to be able to reset once again, but Flood gonna keep Xavier safe, not able to close it out. This is a full-on scramble for this advantage state right now.
You are going to have to do a little bit more if you want to take out this bird. However, I mean, his name is Cheese, for crying out loud. You got to think that just a little bit more is going to be required if you want to get rid of him. And certainly a little bit of cheekiness at the ledge into the back air to confirm. And Xavier, 2 stocks to 1. You got to think, I mean, with some of the results that Xavier has on the resume, that perhaps this is the result that could be expected. But Cheese is doing quite a bit of work to get maybe not the results that are deserved to consider.
Yeah, finding a couple grabs now, right? That's a new mix-up in game 2, confirming those grabs off the immense hits done from the Gordo. Oh, and that mix-up putting in enough work to find yourself in a dead even last stock situation, and being Dedede's useful, because in a lot of the caps you might just be dead there, but instead it's gonna be Dedede holding on. However, this could be it. Not gonna find it though, with some good DI of utilizing those jumps, even with the fast faller nature, to get away from that forward air, but just not able to land from this onslaught of up airs, and that being a combo starter just is a whole world of hurt for Dedede.
Knew that they had to go into the corner eventually. That is not the problem for Cheese, is where to go. Question is, where to go after you get there, looking for the neutral get up on the ledge. However, Cheese able to roll out of it, staying alive at 125. Can you do anything about this? Get off of the ledge, assert yourself at mid-stage. This is about where you want to be, and you certainly don't want to be jumping into the arms or indeed the head of an awaiting Mario.
Oh, I like the back air mix-up there. We haven't seen too many. It sends it a very good angle to set up for these edge guards. Now we're in kill percent well for both characters, but it's gonna be Xavier just pulling the trigger, raw up smash coming out once again, ending game 2, much like game 1. And Stu, I agree with you.